Hi friends, this is Maggie. So I have another video today. It's going to be a flip through of one of my journals that I completed, and then what I'll be working on this month, because this is the World Watercolor Month for 2021. So I have to do a watercolor painting every day, and I'm gonna do it a little bit different than I have done in the past, which I loaded a video every day, and that it takes a lot of time. So I think what I'm gonna do is just show what I done for the week, and then probably just do one, and then just like that until I complete this book here. But this is my journal. This is a chick sparrow, and it has been here with me for a little while. See, it's already stained. And so I've got a couple of journals here. This is the one that I've completed. It's a watercolor journal. It is 5 by 8, and so most of it is watercolor, and I'm getting ready to file that one away because it's completed. This is just my Tamoy river paper journal, same size, well, a little smaller. And this is where I do my prayers and thoughts and stuff like that, and just a different kind of painting based on the paper because it takes it completely different. So I really like it. Like, here is kind of a new insert. This one is completed. This one has been completed, and then it has this new insert here, and then it'll have another one there, and then I'll be done with that. So we're gonna go over this one, and then the other journal that I have here is the Mandori journal, 5 by 8, and this one is more of a mixed media because the paper doesn't take watercolor well, which I love mixed media as well. But if I were to go straight into the page, I will use acrylics or gouache, because these pages take very well those two media. So before going into the flip through on this video, on this journal here, I have worked on this little one I bought just because I completed one, so I got myself a little one. It's a cheap one. It cost me $3.99, and this one I carry with me and just kind of sketch things and continue to work with my watercolor. And I work on that one, which is I continue to practice with hands because I'm afraid of doing hands. So I continue to practice on them. I saw this setup and I liked it, and worked on it, and then I'll continue to incorporate that a lot so that I can not have fear when I'm working on working with hands and feet. So I got to work on those too. And then this is the World Watercolor journal that I bought. It's the blue one. It's a cheap one. I bought it in Walmart, and I think I paid maybe about I want to say $7 or so, I think, probably. But what I did was, because I wanted to have my first page decorated, or the cover decorated, I kind of did a mixed media and used some of my gel prints and some of the stuff that I had there saving, and I just put it all here because I didn't like the one that I was planning to use because the paper is just there. So I am already 2 days behind. I've already started the sketching, so I need to color them. So what I'm gonna do is, what I'm planning to do is get them completed. This is day 1, and then this is day 2, and then I'll write the prompt here, and we'll see how that goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's go to the flip through here for this one. Let me get this one out of here. And this one doesn't have that many pages. Okay, so this is the journal. This was a Strathmore watercolor travel journal. I think this was $13.99 in Walmart. It's a 140 pound, and it's a 300 GM, and it has 20 pages, so it's not a lot. So when I first started here, I thought I was going to do a combination of watercolor and media, And I just kept doing different things depending on, you know, what them. So this is just a sticker, but this is the watercolor in the back. And I actually used the gel inks and paint pens to just kind of do highlights for it. So this was a mixed media that I did. That's the first one I started. And then it was around Christmas when I started working this journal. So I was just playing with watercolor and doing some Christmas drawings. And this one ended up being in a Christmas card that I sold for someone who ordered about 25, and it was this along with snowmans. I have a video of those. So I started with this, and then I turned them into a Christmas card. And then this was still Christmas. I used stamps inside, but everything else is watercolor. And actually this is a washi tape here. So washi tape here. I hope I was in focus. I'm trying to see. I wanted to keep the camera close view so you guys can see. And then this is all solid. This is watercolor, but then I came in and used gouache to create the snow on the trees. And then this is all watercolor, the duck. And then she is combination of watercolor, a little bit of pastels. I use a little bit of the glitter pen for the eyes there. I don't know if you guys can see that. And a little bit of glitter that it's in a glue type of thing, and just put it around it. And then this one was a heart, shaped heart, and then I added flowers in there. And I think working from other pages, I kind of have stains here and there. But when it was nice and clean. This was in February. And then this was a drawing and watercolor that I did in a separate page, and I cut it out and pasted it here. And then I did this background here. I'm pretty sure I used a stencil because I have a stencil like that. And then I added, so it's a little bit of mixed media. I added the tissue paper here. And then here, I was doing miniature drawings and paintings. This is all watercolor just to practice. And this was fun doing. I have to do it again. So I did a little one here and a little one there where you work into small details. That's kind of nice because it does help you define and you know, get you better at the watercolor. This is pure mixed media. I have stamps, I have stickers, I have what is called a rub-on or tattoo they call it. That's Jane Davenport. Some washi tape here, stencils. I used a little bit of everything. I think the background is gel print. I think so. Or maybe not. I think it's probably watercolor. So that's that one. This is only watercolor, and it was just kind of faded roses in the background. I like this one a lot. And this one again, this is kind of a mixed media. I don't like this one too much, but I had her separate. I had done a live stream, and I had created her, so I had it someplace. I just cut her out and placed it there, and then I added everything to it. So don't like this. Not too crazy about this one, but anyway, I found a place for her. So, but I'm trying to stick, if it's a watercolor journal, I'm gonna try to stick more into watercolor and then use the other journal like the Mandori or something like that to do my mixed media. This is all watercolor, and I just placed a little sticker there. This is something I saw. I thought this was kind of nice how the cloth goes down. So I was just practicing there, see how that comes out. And this one was a little bit of a mixture of, yeah, this is gouache, I can tell because it's not smooth. So this is first playing with the gouache on my watercolor paper. So this is all watercolor. And I do like how the mountains and all that background came out. The house is okay. I wish I had done something a little bit different, maybe more to it. And then this was gouache, and then yes, this was gouache, and I actually used the what's the name of that thing, the masking liquid, and just kind of painted the little white flowers with this, and it's kind of a, you know, to protect the white of the page. And then I did all the colors and then lift it up. And I thought that was that was fun doing that one. And then this was one of the last ones I worked on. I saw this picture. It's actually a real picture where the airplane is taking off and you see the moon and the road, you know, and I thought, oh, that's so pretty. So I just turned it into watercolor, and this was fun. I used also the masking fluid for that. These are supposed to be numbers, but I don't know what I was doing. I just, something that looks like numbers, but I wanted more, really focusing on the moon and the airplane. I thought that was kind of nice. And then my little horsey here, I was using a different technique. This is all watercolor too. And then my last one was this one. I like this one a lot, and I kind of stay with the brownish colors with the exception of her lips. I didn't even color her blouse, but I used different tones of brown just to create her, and just a little bit of the pink for her skin color. And this is how this book ends. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you like what I'm planning to do with the World Watercolor. Trying to get a few done, and then by the end of the week then do a flip through and maybe work on one of them, so it's not so intense where I have to videotape every single one of them, because it does take time. So if you enjoyed this video, bye.